Hey guys, so Gala dropped a lot of interesting news this week, and part of that news is how the ecosystem within Gala will change and how that will affect Townstar. So in this video I want to look at the changes, what that will happen and how it will affect us and Townstar. So let me just get the announcement here. So Benefactor made the announcement and he said, I have an ecosystem update as it relates to our flagship game Townstar. As we know, Townstar is the main game currently, and lately Spider Tanks came with it, and then everybody's waiting for Miranda's. He goes on to talk about Farmville and Mark's gangs taking over the lead of this. All good things, but the juicy part of the mission to grow Townstar into a massive game is to constantly make changes to better the game and make it more aligned with the entire ecosystem. To that end, we are going to make a huge change. As of today, we are announcing the end of Town. We will be replacing the Town with Gala. So there's no more Town. Your Town earnings in Town will not happen. It will now be earned in Gala. That brings up a few questions that he does address, some of them. You will be able to exchange your TownCoin to Gala, a 2 TownCoin to 1. The effect on nodes, there will be a change. You will be earning Gala with your nodes through a burn to mint mechanism, similar to Spider Tanks. The short version is that when certain items in the Townstar game gets purchased in Gala, there will be a burn of the Gala, and a portion of that will be reminted to the nodes, and a portion will be reminted to the play and earn. So it boils down to similar to the ecosystem they talked about within the light paper of Townstar, which is basically a closed loop system in my opinion. They will be burning through purchases and gameplay and sales a percentage, and only a percentage of that burnt will be reminted, and thereby bringing down the total supply and hopefully helping getting the price stabilized and maybe even improved. We'll see how that goes. So I'm not a financial advisor, but it does make sense in the end. So the next question is, when will the exchange occur? That will be in 60 days, and we will have 180 days to actually do this exchange. And then we also need to make sure that we mint the town coins from our treasure chest. So make sure you mint them. Look when the gas fees is at the best and do it at that time. Don't think there's a rush, as we've got 60 days before that will be happening. And then it further goes on about the new game, when it will be released and so on. So it looks like in January we'll have a playtest with a full release in Feb. Some of the stuff that will happening in the new game is earning in Townstar will be live. One of the most decorating games is live. Digital analysts will be able to be leveled up, which is a feature I'd love. The game will be largely cheat proof, and there's quite a few other things. You can watch my video on that if you want. Another question that a lot of people have is, what's going to happen with your town earning NFTs? Will they still be earning? They are going to release a light paper with more detail on this, and I'm guessing it will be addressed in the next AMA, so make sure to tune in for that, which is this Friday. The other thing I think personally is, we used to have at one point where we earned town points which then converted to TownCoin based on the previous day's number of players, the number of sales, etc. Quite a few things that got looked at to actually calculate that value. So I'm guessing that it'll be a similar setup to that, where we'll be earning town points, which then will be converted to Gala, but instead of TownCoin. So that is my speculation at this stage. Other thing I'd like to address also is Gala has seen a fairly good spike in value the last couple of days for various reasons. A lot of people is talking about buying TownCoin and then converting that to Gala. Firstly, in my opinion, I'm not going to do that. That's just me. It's your choice if you want to do it. The reasons for me not doing it is basically to make 1 or 2 cents per transaction or per coin is not worth it. The amount of Gala or gas fees doesn't warrant that for me personally. That, as well as the fact that we don't know what the Gala price will do closer to the time when this exchange will happen. So buying Town in hoping that the price goes up, in my opinion, is just way too much of a risk. Once again, my opinion. The reason I'm bringing this up is, should you be thinking of doing that, be very careful. People will be dumping Gala once they've exchanged, so make sure that you know what you're doing and you can afford to lose in case that happens. That is my 2 cents. So let me know what you guys think. Is it a good move? I think it's an awesome move. Having Gala or earning Gala as part of the complete ecosystem will make the whole transactions between other games a lot easier. So I think it's really a good move. And also this swapping and from Town Gala, and it'll just make things a lot easier. And also I think it will put a lot more strength in the Gala token as well. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe.